Good evening. It is December 17th, and Hollywood is currently in a state of shock and chaos. For the past 72 hours, one name has dominated Google Trends and taken over X worldwide. The eyes of the global media are fixed on a mansion in Beverly Hills and a hospital room at Cedars-Sinai. The news: the icon of the 21st century, Justin Bieber, was found unconscious in his home and rushed to the ER. But what 10-3 News is about to tell you is not a story about a simple health scare. As Justin lies in a hospital bed, a war has erupted outside his door. It is a war between shadowy figures trying to seize control of his $400 million fortune and his freedom, and a family trying desperately to save him. The dark shadow of the conservatorship, the same draconian legal system that trapped Britney Spears for 13 years, has returned to haunt Hollywood. Tonight, for the next 20 minutes, we will dissect the timeline of these frantic 72 hours and expose the forces behind the scenes. Let's rewind the clock 72 hours. It was 3 a.m. on December 15th. The silence of an exclusive Beverly Hills neighborhood was shattered by the wail of sirens. The 911 call came from none other than Justin's wife, Hailey Bieber. When paramedics arrived on the scene, the sight was distressing. The global pop superstar was found collapsed on his living room sofa, exhibiting seizure-like symptoms. Scattered around him were prescription bottles for his Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which causes facial paralysis, and potent sedatives. Bieber was immediately rushed to the VIP wing of Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. The initial statement released to the press was standard: fainting due to exhaustion. Fans assumed he was simply burnt out from parenting and recent studio work. But 24 hours later, the narrative flipped. A whistleblower from inside the hospital leaked a bombshell to the press. This is not simple exhaustion. Toxicology reports show high levels of sedatives in his system. This suggests he was being chemically controlled by someone. With this revelation, the hospital entrance became paralyzed by thousands of fans and reporters. What exactly happened inside that mansion that night? To understand this tragedy, we must look at the context. Justin Bieber's erratic behavior and anxiety throughout 2024 stem from a massive, unresolved trauma. We are talking about the scandal involving his former mentor, the hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who has recently been embroiled in heinous sex trafficking and abuse allegations. For the past year, Bieber has been mentioned as a potential victim in this sprawling case. Sources say the media pressure and resurfacing memories have been torture for him. According to insiders, Bieber has been suffering from extreme paranoia, repeatedly saying, "The past is hunting me," and "they are watching me." He indefinitely postponed his album release and isolated himself in his home. The problem is who stepped in during this vulnerable time. After his original management team disbanded, a new group of business managers took over. Under the guise of managing his mental health, they began to seize control of his finances. Evidence suggests they encouraged high doses of medication to keep him docile and even attempted to restrict access to his wife, Hailey. Just 72 hours ago, right before the collapse, neighbors reported hearing a screaming match coming from the Bieber residence. Justin was heard yelling, "Where did you move my money?" and "I won't take these pills anymore." Hours later, he was found unconscious. Yesterday, the situation reached its boiling point. While Bieber was fighting for his life in the ICU, his new management team made a move that can only be described as a legal coup. It was revealed that they filed an emergency petition with the Los Angeles Superior Court for a temporary conservatorship. For those who remember the Britney Spears saga, you know exactly what this means. The management's argument is cold and calculated. Justin Bieber is currently in a state of diminished mental capacity and is unable to manage his assets or make decisions. Therefore, a legal guardian is required. Their goal is clear. They want total control over his assets, estimated at roughly $400 million, and the rights to his future music and touring contracts. If the court grants this, Justin could wake up to find he cannot spend a dime of his own money or even see his wife without permission. But this time, the victim is not alone. Hailey Bieber has launched a counterattack. This morning, Hailey hired Hollywood's top divorce and family law attorney and filed a motion to dismiss the conservatorship. Simultaneously, she released a chilling voice memo recorded by Justin just before he collapsed, posting it directly to social media. Reenactment of the voice memo. Hailey, they're trying to trap me. They want to paint me as crazy to lock me away in a facility so they can sell my catalog. If something happens to me tonight, it wasn't my health. It was them. This audio file hit 100 million views in 3 hours. The public is furious. The narrative has shifted from troubled star to victim of a conspiracy. Right now, as we speak, the streets outside the LA courthouse and Cedars-Sinai are flooded with fans holding signs that read, FreeJustin. According to the latest medical briefing, Justin Bieber regained consciousness this afternoon. However, he remains in critical condition. The hallway outside his VIP suite has turned into a standoff zone, with private security hired by the management team facing off against Hailey's security detail. This is not just a tragedy about one pop star. It is a stark exposure of the ugliest side of the entertainment industry, a machine that chews up its brightest stars and tries to turn them into compliant, money-generating assets. The court is scheduled to hold the first hearing on the conservatorship tomorrow morning. Will Justin Bieber return to the stage as a free man? Or will he be locked in a golden prison, his life controlled by others? The moment of fate is approaching. We'll be live blogging the court results tomorrow as they happen. We pray for Justin's full recovery. This has been your deep dive briefing for December 17th. Thank you for watching.